else is against the name change?
Totally different.
Why do you feel it's not a good idea?
Because changing the name, if you think that it's going to promote the culture, or Kannadigas will feel that, yeah, you know, we should have our culture name and all that. Actually, if you see how many Kannadigas go and watch them Kannadiga movies, you know, now the directors have stopped making Kannadigas movies because nobody's going and watching them.
So it'll take more
Why
than
don't they promote their culture that ways? I'm seriously.
And so I want to ask you something, that Kolkata, Mumbai and Madras, Chennai, they changed their name to show that Chennai wants to make Tamil and Mumbai wants to make is Mumbaiya. The Shiv Sena has done up politics that it's for Mumbaiyas and everything. And the last thing is that Kolkata, Ami Tumharo Bangalo Vashi was like this. So they did it for that. Why we are doing that Bangalore? Just for, you know, we have something since we have something kind of thing. Bangalore is like friendly state.
Actually, let me take that one off the minister, because you know it is very easy to ask politically sensitive questions to politicians. So, with your permission,
Please.
You know, there is a fundamental difference between being culturally aware and culturally celebratory and being part of morbid regionalism. I do not fear, you know, I have been in Bangalore for almost 25 years now, and I was not rooted in this soil. I only fruited in this soil, literally speaking. But I must tell you that I don't think, irrespective of the governments that have come and gone, the average Karnataka is not a representative of morbid regionalism. This name change actually is about heritage. It is about who we collectively think we are, as against saying it is only for, you know, Karnataka is for Kannadigas. We have never said that. Bangalore's success is in its cosmopolitan nature. Bangalore's and Karnataka's success is because of the soft core of the Kannadigas. And because of that, we should not deny ourselves of our heritage.
So it's about heritage, not about regional,
morbid regionalism.
no. What was the term used?
Morbid regionalism.
Morbid regionalism, not about morbid regionalism, but about heritage. Well, we'll take a break now, but after that we'll be coming back to get a few more views from the people about the changing name of the city of Bangalore. That's after a break.
से भरा गुड्डे यानी अच्छा अच्छा इसमें सब कुछ सच्चा सच्चा हर दिन बनाए अच्छा अच्छा गुड्डे यानी अच्छा अच्छा
अंकल कैसे
शास्त्री जी को देखा क्या? इतने सालों में पहली बार हुआ कि वो 1 तारीख को नहीं आए। पिछली बार तबीयत भी कुछ ठीक नहीं थी। कुछ गड़बड़? शास्त्री जी, शास्त्री जी। शास्त्री जी, हाँ? क्या शास्त्री जी, आज 1 तारीख है, आप आए नहीं।
इधर इधर, तूने बोला आज 30 तारीख है।
आपकी पेंशन
और तेरे बैंक के क्या हाल है?
बस ठीक है।
चाय पिएगा?
बिल्कुल।
तो बना फिर 1 कप मेरे लिए भी।
हम जानते हैं कि बैंक में सिर्फ पैसे जमा नहीं होते। बैंक ऑफ इंडिया, रिश्तों की जमा पूंजी।
Don't wanna stop shut, don't wanna prove. All you gotta do is make me drool. He's my man if he's got this bat. It's just too bad, but I'm just like that.
Parshvanath Developers Limited now enters the capital market with a public issue of 33.23 million equity shares of rupees 10 each for cash. 100% book building issue at a price band of rupees 250 to rupees 300 per equity share. Issue opens 6th November, closes 10th November 2006. For risk factors and more details, refer to the red herring prospectus.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Big on technology, big on performance. That's why.
Big Daddy!
मम्मी बता मेरे हाथ में क्या है?
नहीं मालूम।
पूरी फैमिली।
तुम बताओ मेरे हाथ में क्या है? पूरी फैमिली की सेहत।
चाय।
सिर्फ चाय नहीं, रेड लेबल की नई नेचुरल केयर चाय। इसमें है 5 प्राकृतिक तत्व जो सब मिलकर हमें रखे सेहतमंद रोजाना।
तुम्हारे हाथ में न जाने क्या है।
सेहतमंद फैमिली।
ब्रुक बॉन्ड रेड लेबल की नई नेचुरल केयर।
अब 100 ग्राम का स्पेशल पैक सिर्फ 20 रुपए में।
Flying high, you and me in my bed. Flying high, you and me.
Kingfisher first, redefining business.
Women are always picked on. I mean, the whole thing is about women. We're not even talking about men.
The Quran does not say that hiding your face behind a veil is mandatory.
I do not believe that a woman has to veil herself or wear the burqa in order to be decent.
When a sweet is kept in a glass, if I see that sweet, and that the chocolate cover and that, something, more, I would feel warm. I want it. I want it. I want it. And I would go and snatch it. I would go and snatch it from someone else.
Before you preach, start practicing.
We the People, tomorrow night at 10 on NDTV 24/7. We the People, brought to you by Dig Jam.
It's who you are.
And ABN AMRO Bangkok Preferred Banking.
Now, like it or not, statistics show that probably about 30% of the city are actually Kannadigas, the rest are non-Kannadigas. Is it sometimes difficult for people from outside the state to actually, are you from the state, ma'am?
I am.
You are from the state. What about you?
I'm from Haryana. Fine.
Do you find it difficult? Do you feel that you need Kannada here and you find it difficult without the Kannada?
Yeah, very difficult. Actually, on the roads, on autos, and buses, and we can't communicate with auto drivers to go to some nearby places. They don't know they don't know Hindi, Hindi, that is our national language. They used to know that Hindi. When you are taking in Kannada to speak to every person, so why not make Hindi? Yeah, it's big world. The whole India know that properly.
What about
Madam, ours is a very big country, having so many languages. But have you travelled around the world? I want to ask you a question. I had travelled all around the world. I have travelled in France. Without knowing French, I cannot travel there. I need a translator with me. If I go to Germany, I need a translator. I do not know German. If I go to China, they do not know. No, it is the problem faced by anybody going into some other language speaking area. That you cannot make it, you cannot convert Bangalore into something else and to accommodate you. No, you have to accommodate yourself.
May I add something?
You have to adapt to the city itself.
May?
Yes.
I was in Kerala and I would try to make one town, when I was the Vice Chancellor there, fully literate. There were some 2,000 people who could not read or write Malayalam. And the first thing I did, I went to every shop and said, put your board in Malayalam also, so that those who learn Malayalam, natives, know that their language is important.
Okay.
If all the crores of Kannadigas learn Kannada, they know how to read Kannada, then there must be a board in their own land, in their language.
For them to read. Can we just take an audience poll? How many people here in this audience are Kannadigas actually? Okay. Maybe a little over 50%, so not quite representative of the city then. And how many actually speak Kannada? Okay. So people from outside, the non-Karnataka people are the ones who are actually finding this a little difficult. Now, you were talking earlier about 2 Bangalores and the need for a Kannadiga to be able to read the name of the board in his or her own language.
Even before that, I would like to disagree with both Mr. Anantamurthy as well as Mr. Minister on one point, and that is, yes, the outsider must embrace our language, our heritage, and become part of us. But we need not follow the difficulty that makes the French people what they are. Okay? It's important to have dualism because the core of our culture is about dualism. And we absolutely must have the Kannadiga board, sign board, wherever we go. We must also have the English equivalent for the simple reason, if somebody comes here only for 3 days, we do not want this to